Hey Tribe, Coach Lana here with the Undeniable You, where we affirm, empower, and inspire LGBTQ plus worldwide. Today we're going to talk about retirement. Woo! I was not aware that so many people are afraid to retire. Only until I began coaching professional clients that, it became very obvious to me that there's a lot of fear around retiring, a lot of insecurity, and it's understandable, you know. I retired from the real estate industry. I was a real estate broker and investor, and I spent 24 years in the industry and I decided to retire. Now, I like to share my story with you, and it might be a lot different from, the norm, but it is my story and why I decided to retire. Now, after the crash in 2008, in my opinion, my professional opinion, um, the real estate industry changed tremendously. And it affected us. It affected the professionals. And it just changed in so many ways. So I decided to reach out to a mentor. And although I had a lot of years of experience, my mind was still open to a new perspective, something fresh. Maybe I could, go into another area, something that I had not considered before, and, still be prosperous. So I met with this woman, and before we got started with our meeting, she says to me, Lana, I'm an evangelist. And I just smile because I always know when the universe is going to sit me down to have a conversation. So I was open to it. I had no issues with that. So we began talking, and throughout the entire meeting, we never talked about my business. It was all about me. She asked me a lot of questions, and everything that we discussed was about me and my life. And towards the end of the meeting, she says to me, Lana, you might have to leave them behind. And I said to her, who are you referring to? My customers? And she said, yes. And I said, oh no. I said, they're my bread and butter. I mean, I had people that had been with me from the very beginning. And I said, no. I said, I can't leave them behind. And then she continued and she says, Lana, I see you speaking to people and they're listening. And I'm thinking that she wants me to preach or something like that. And although I come from a family of preachers, I just, had never considered that. And so I had heard enough. And so I got up and kind of, thanked her and I left. So I returned to my hamster wheel going nowhere. But the curious thing about my story is that I had this nudge, a feeling, my intuition was telling me that it was time for me to do something else, something bigger, something deeper. And it was to become a life coach, to move into the field of personal development. And, after a series of, incidents, including this meeting with this woman, I was ready and I walked away. In 2019, I believe, was my last transaction, and I walked away from the industry. And I absolutely loved real estate. I was an excellent broker, but there was something much deeper calling, and I had to know what that was. So I moved into the field of personal growth and development. And somebody said to me, oh, you're not retired, you're still working. But they don't get it. It's not work. It's a purpose. It's my life's purpose. And I'm absolutely enjoying it. I love what I do, and I'm so happy that, that I took heed to the calling. So now this is my point. When you feel that it's time and you're ready to retire, my suggestion, or just open your mind up to potentially creating a new life for yourself. That's what it's all about. Some people feel like that, that's it, that's the end. No, it's the beginning. It's actually the beginning. And you will be amazed at what you can come up with, because you have the opportunity to actually learn so much more about you. There's a lot that you don't know about yourself. There's a lot that I don't know about myself, and I'm still learning. But the things that I have learned since I retired about me have been so profound. I've done so much healing. And through that, I've been able to help heal others or help them heal themselves, you know? And that is absolutely amazing. The gratification that I receive from that is unmatched. So I get it. I understand that, there are reasons that, you may feel uncomfortable. You might feel like may not have enough income, or, I don't belong to any groups, or, I don't have any friends outside of work, whatever uh, the, the subconscious is saying to you, you know. But the thing is that you have the power to change all of that. You can change it. You can get friends, As far as income is concerned, you can create more income in different ways. I mean, you can work from home, create a little business, invest, whatever is appealing to you. So I just wanted to touch on that today because I realize that so many people are afraid to retire, but it is actually an amazing opportunity for you to not only get to know more about you, but to use your gifts and to grow, to actually grow and create some amazing and beautiful things. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more content like this.